not seamless today either. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you haven't dropped a number yet and you would like to participate in tonight's drawings or this evening's, right? They're not up there yet because I just got home a few minutes ago and here we are. Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Steph just arrived home. Thank you. I did it simple. I went with one piece of jewelry, so I chose my favorite brooch, which of course is a sunflower. And then we can't decide if we want to be late spring or early spring at this point here. So we're still layering sometimes. So just give me a few minutes, y'all. But if you want to participate in the giveaways, if you're in for the sunflower bucks, it does require you to purchase something in and of itself because you're going to be paying for shipping at the very least. But past that, everything else is definitely like, a giveaway, no cost to you. So as Mr. Stephanie gets ready to unpile his area. It's all right. I'm going to go up in chat. Y'all drop a number between 1 and 125 if you have it. Siri will be picking the numbers today. Let's see. I was away from the house for about 8 hours. I was away from the house for like 8 hours today. It's almost like having a full-time job somewhere.
Oh. What do you feel like?
Yeah, but you were inside your work by 7. Or you should have been.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm up in chat. I've got to find my sticky notes. So right here. So Jessica was first in chat. She came in a bit early, but you know what? It was within that hour window that I asked y'all to do that. So, Jessica. Let's see, today's date is the 5th. It's 5/5/25, y'all. If you put a times in between those fives and put an equal sign after, hey. Alright, let's see. Focus stuff. Today's date, and it was first in chat. First in chat, and that's the next one. So she shared us out as well, so she's gonna get another one. These are for next month's giveaways. We have not done our April giveaway yet. I was hoping to do it today. Maybe we'll get there. But I don't have the names like organized for first in chat, comments, that stuff. So we may not get to that today, y'all. I really undermined what today had planned out, and so.
Well,
I just put exactly what I had written on that one. This one's shared out. How is y'all's Monday going? Mine brightened up, which is the reason why I wasn't back home before lunch today, was because Jess got a pass. So just get this one. That's for the share out. Yeah, I scribbled because I totally copied that. So.
Okay.
But just got a pass today, and it was she needed to have a chaperone, and of course her mama obliged that. I didn't get anything I had planned past appointments, and making it home in time to go live. So that's the update for today, y'all. Alright, so 2. And this is for the maze. I'm pretty sure we've got a couple. Maybe we don't. Maybe I did stop on the last day of the month. But I think there might be a couple May ones in there. I don't know. My days are blending right now. So. Alrighty. You're getting numbers written down, correct? Alright.
Alright, stitching it up. See you later.
Thanks for coming in, stitching it up. Appreciate you being here.
I think that's all of us, Robin. No motivation.
Yeah. I'm pushing myself through today.
That's what it feels like to sit down.
Mm-hmm. It's been a day, y'all. But we got to hang out with Jess.
Yeah.
And she did so well.
I haven't seen her smile like that in ages.
Dude, like months. So sorry. Got caught up in conversation. Alrighty, I'm going to go down in chat and see if anyone else mentioned that they shared out, because you can definitely still get in for that. Those are monthly drawings. We haven't done April's yet. I was all geared to have it done yesterday. It didn't happen with everything that's gone on in the last week here behind the scenes. And then I don't know that we'll get to it today. I really wanted to, but I don't want to feel rushed.
I think we shoot for Wednesday to do that drawing.
All right, and in the event that we're traveling Wednesday, then we'll do a pop-up at some point.
Yep. Yeah, if we've got to travel, we'll just take the jar with us.
Y'all heard it. So you're packing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crack and Mary shared us out.
Okay. Crack and Mary. And the reason why we do these drawings, it's the first time we've done them this way, is I think it was Jessica Dumpster Girl one day, and I know she was just being herself, not in any rude or misleading way, right? She's like, hey, well, what do I get? And so,
hey, Kraken.
Hey, Kraken, welcome in. I'm still way up in chat, so I'm most of the way down. I'm just not in active chat yet. Kraken Mary shared out. So this was what I came up with. Shared out 5, 25.
See, we actually get all 4 seasons here, Robin. We get,
sometimes in the same day.
Yeah, we get spring and fall. Sometimes they're only a couple weeks long. This year we've gotten a decent spring.
This year we've definitely got spring. Last year we went straight into summer. I can't remember who it was. It's someone I'm connected with initially through Tuber Chat. I think they're the Jeep. I just cannot think of their name right this second. Mentioned something on one of our shorts about rural Kansas.
I ain't been here no. Yeah, I read that.
Would you consider the Flint Hills rural? Because we're okay. The Flint Hills run pretty much the height of Kansas. We're an hour from a major city. And then the southern Flint Hills, they're like an hour and a half maybe.
Right. I
would consider South Central Kansas to be more rural than we are. But hey, maybe that's because I-70 is like 3 miles from here.
Right.
Maybe we're still considered.
Oh, man, we're in Kansas. You're pretty much rural Kansas unless you're in Wichita, Topeka, or Kansas City.
Oh, let me make sure she knows. It does say Crack and Mary. I just voted it weird. Alrighty, y'all. I need to mute because sometimes Siri does talk and then I'd have to do it all over again.
And make sure you mute tonight. He said that last night, and then I can hear you.
I totally didn't even realize it till after the fact. And whose Siri did I set off doing that? I don't remember. Uranus. That's who I was thinking.
We'll mute real quick.
All right.
Are you?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, Kraken.
We could totally cover that up and be like, hey, we weren't talking business. We were asking Siri the number. So I've got to mute for a moment. All right, now I can unmute.
Yeah, because they're asking.
I had to argue with Siri, and I didn't want y'all to hear that. You know, me and Elise actually had a discussion. Y'all, this is my Monday. I just literally tried to. I actually need this. So 5/5/25. Alrighty. We will do Sunflower Books giveaway, and then we will do probably another piece of jewelry and a channel sticker. So.
And then you need to go tell everybody hi.
I'm going to. Sorry. I am slow today.
You're fine. I'm dropping links.
In my defense, I'm under caffeinated. I just figured, it is what it is. We'll make it through. Hopefully they stay today. I couldn't get them to stay yesterday. But they're up there. So I haven't listed which one's which. That's probably fairer. Alright, so.
Hi, Big Nasty Seth.
Hey, Seth. Welcome in. Alright, first in chat, Jessica Dumpster Girl, welcome in. Kathy, yes, I see it now. And that's the reason she put it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you didn't realize it. Welcome in, Kathy. Ashley Reed, welcome in, girl. Robin Bye, yay! Yay. Oh. I found a fedora today. I was looking for a Superwoman cape. Apparently, in the mints through the years, somewhere, I probably lit the thing on fire. Yeah, I said that. But I found Mr. Steph. No, I actually found two fedoras in the van. So I wore one, which I think is almost like having a Superwoman cape, right? All right, Kraken Mary, welcome in. Stitching it up is already, I think, took off, but welcome in and thanks for being here. Maritza, welcome in. Oh, I thought it was close to the bottom. Subi, welcome in. Do, 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 do. Kraken, there's Kraken, and there's Shirley. Welcome, both of you. I'm glad to see y'all here. I'm kind of glowing. Well, quite you. Oh yeah, I got some. I got some. Where is it? I probably moved it. Maybe we'll find it later, right? I don't know what you mean by dark chemicals, but maybe funny chemicals.
Glow in the dark.
Oh, glow in the dark chemicals. Ooh. Hey, you remember when we busted that glow light?
Mm-hmm.
And we decided, hey, it'd be cool to have a glowing shower. It ate through. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
It was the first house we ever lived together and moved, and then we moved back to it. And they hadn't replaced the surround sound, so yeah, it was still visible years later. It was crazy. Yeah, y'all were going crazy because I was muted once because I was asking Siri for numbers and I wasn't sure if she was going to speak them or not. She's actually been pretty silent with me, which is kind of weird, but hey. Seth, welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. So we are 20 minutes in. If y'all have not dropped a number between 1 and 125 and you want to participate in today's drawings, go ahead and drop one now. Otherwise, we are going to roll in about 20 seconds or whenever Mr. Steph has the sunflower stop signs in the chat. I'm not sure which number's which, so we're just going to grab one. So this is... Alright. Sunflower bucks. No, our day was made by the fact of being able to hang out with Jess for a few today.
And I don't have to cook supper tonight.
No, our daughter-in-law's gonna cook dinner for us. Yeah, she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, what? She goes, we'll go grocery shopping. And I'm like, we gotta go live first.
We went grocery shopping.
Oh, so that's what took y'all so long. I thought it was that like refrigerator box from Tennessee or the other package from Arkansas that came today. All right, y'all, we are going to roll with it. Mr. Steph put the stop signs in. In this case, we use sunflowers. So y'all know numbers mean a lot to me usually. So this has got a story, but it's number 96. Number 96. And even though Siri chose this number, it wouldn't be one I chose. In 1996, my brother suffered a traumatic brain injury. And so, yeah, that's what 96 resonates with me.
So the highest number below the person that won is 86. So the person that won has 120.
All right,
which was
now
Ashley Reed.
You're just confusing me. Let me see the numbers, please. All right, so we go with the immediate number above. If there's no numbers above my number, then and only then do we go with the one below it. So, being 96, there wasn't 97, 98, or 99. And the only one in the 100 is Ashley Reed. So, Ashley Reed, You are in for the sunflower bucks, huh? So, Ashley Reed. And if y'all, like sunflower bucks, if you don't intend to use them, it's fine. We just reabsorb it.
No, I need the notebook.
Oh, yeah. He's asking for his notebook back. So, Ashley, I use
Gotcha,
pen.
Kraken.
I use pen, but it's there. But, y'all, Mother's Day is next Sunday. How is that already?
Today's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, today is. So it's Lamar Days too. Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
So there should. Well, I don't know. Are any of our people still derbying?
Huh.
No. Alrighty. Mr. Steph. I have a load of stuff I need to get through. But it's not going to happen right now because we're going to work on the small clothes really quick. So some of them are right here.
Right.
So, but none of them have numbers. So, usually it's better if I know the numbers. But I'm just doing a space in between. Y'all give me just a second because I don't have numbers.
Because I wasn't in here
already.
last night, so I have no clue where you left off on numbers.
I don't even remember.
You were in the 620s.
Yeah.
For the last thing you sold, so start 630.
$630?
Yep.
Alrighty, so we're gonna show some smaller size clothing. I'll describe it as best I can, where it's going out of the death pile, doom pile. That's a pile that, becomes a mountain and you move it throughout wherever you're working. So, we're looking at small and medium sized clothing. We will have plus size clothing later, but I want to get through some of the smaller. So like right away.
Yeah, I was pulling these two chef's tops. That one there's got something on it.
All right, do me a solid. Because I brought stuff in from the vehicle and we just sat it. So, like, I'm in a box right now.
Yeah, you're going to have to hand it to me.
There's that. Let me grab that book out. That's a vintage book. Alrighty. Let's see. Stick it under there and I'll probably forget what I did with it. So, alright, this is size small, 4 to 6. So these are ladies. They are Secret Treasure sleepwear, sleep bottoms. And this is going to be $3 wherever I put there, the stickers. So this is S630 for $3. Let me get this listed, put it on here, and I'll show you. So, it's blue, and then it's got a darker blue for the actual floral print. Now, let's see if these got... No, these don't have pockets. I went through a phase of sourcing without realizing I should make sure pockets are there. So, it's just stretch elastic. It does stretch pretty much. So I'm going to tell you someone that is a medium, regardless of size. Medium is going to fit that. And that's $3 for the sleep bottoms. Alright. Let me figure out, just because I did not organize before we came live. I didn't have time to. Honestly, it's not just a cop out. So, let me pull. I have somewhere to put things I've already shown. Alright. Let's see. You doing okay? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll lift.
Okay. Mr. Steph, do you see the new item in our background? Because I didn't even get to tell
The
you
little
about
pink
that.
birdie.
The little pink birdie's been here for like a week.
Well, the spell and tell.
The spell and tell. I was going to bring it to show it, but then I Google Lensed it. So, alright, let's see. Alrighty, so $6.30, $3, size small, ladies. And it's a small 4 to 6. Okay. This is previously loved. I mean, most of this is previously loved, period of the story. But this is Croft and Borrow Intimate Size Small. And it is going to be $6.31.
You froze on my phone. I don't know if you froze completely or not, or if it was just my phone.
We'll see. Give me a minute. I don't know. On my other device, I'm still talking. And
Yeah,
I don't
you're
mean
good.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, looks like 15, 20 seconds ago. Alright, so this is going to be for a set. So it is penguin pajamas. And it's $6.31 for $3 for the set. It does have some wear, but there's a lot of life left in it. The waist elastic is still in very good condition. So that's the pants, and they do have a drawstring. I'll look and see if they have pockets. I didn't even think again. And then here is the Croft and Borrow Intimate Size Small. This is, let's see, 3 buttons. And it's a full sleeve. Full sleeve. So these are the ones that, are probably, say, a favorite or something. Clothing gets those little fuzzy things on it. I'm not talking a lint thing, but maybe that's what it is. No, I've already put the number with these. So, again, drawstring. Let's see. Did it have pockets? No, there's no pockets on this either. So, $6.31 is 2-piece pajamas. Okay. I grabbed a couple things, right?
Uh-huh.
Now I gotta grab more because I already ran out. Alright, so let's see. This one I think I've shown before, maybe not. This is a size
Hi,
medium.
Lucy's World.
Hey, Lucy's
She's
World.
getting $3.61.
360. It should have been 31, I thought, but
No, $3.61 or $6.31. Yeah, you're right. I put it in wrong.
you're fine. I knew So 6:31.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a day.
It has been a day, but for the most part, it's been a good day. Just no time to reprieve. All right. And this is for Lucy's world, right?
Yep.
Only marking on the tape. Thank you, Lucy.
Container.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's gonna be
Thank you, Lucy's World.
6:32. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna put a couple numbers on here because I am struggling with numbers.
Well, at least you're not dyslexic like me today.
I feel dyslexic, and I don't like feeling that way. So, most clothing that's shown today is going to be $3 or less. Just an FYI. If it's something I can't let go for that price, I'll let you know. But we try to keep our cost of goods on clothing as best we can. So, all right. I think, yeah, I went all the way around. So, all right, this is going to be $6.32 for $3. And I'm going to have to find a hanger because it's going to show better. So this is a sheer top. You're going to want to, if you answer the door to your mailman, if you have one, we don't have home delivery here in the village.
What size is that?
Size medium, 7 to 9. So that's going to be a junior size, I believe. No boundaries. $6.32, $3. That's the back. This is the front, so it's a pullover. So it is a bit longer in the back than it is the front. It does have a slit on either side. If you have a mailman that comes to your door, you're going to want to make sure you've either got a cami or a bra underneath, unless you really like your mailman.
Well, like Lucy just put, unless you're wanting to send him a message, lol.
Exactly. Exactly. We took Jess and did a few things, and so we went into a store. We were only window shopping, but that, and I got more content that I can upload later. But we ended up in Spencer's. Must I say any more? So tell me what that brand's called.
Mosimo
Supply Company. This is a size small. Size small. Wrinkles are free. And this one's just self-explanatory. It's sleeveless. You've got your stuff going on here, y'all. My words are not forming right, but you know. I'm gonna put them up here, Mr. Stuff, in the way I'm showing them, and then I'll put them in the shows later.
Okay.
That way, if someone comes in for anything we show pretty immediately, then it's not an issue to. Alrighty. Let's see. I've got to grab more. And some of this might be bigger sizes, but because I do have a nightgown and a robe here, I'm just going to go ahead and show these again. I believe it's a size large, but I'll get confirmation on it. And that particular piece is going, let's see, let me show this one towards the end because it's going to be more than $3.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to figure out the size, but I think that's large. Okay. Give me a second. Our next number is S633.
No, 634. 633 was Massimo top.
Oh, thank you. I thought I pulled it.
Nope, you're good.
Whatever reason, I thought I pulled the number. So, all right. So S634 is going to be $3, and it's this. Let me see. Depending on how large your torso is, if you need this cover your backside, you're gonna want something longer. Because it goes mid thigh, the high side of mid thigh.
Do you see a size?
I don't. Give me a second. Now this is like a pink burgundy, if there's such a thing. It just is a burgundy with like a hint of like the red or pink side. Oh, this one's gonna make me really work for it. The thing's faded. Oh yeah, that's pretty faded. We're gonna do a pit to pit, y'all. This is either small or medium. Let me find two guys. Woo! I just had almost an avalanche of drawers. I'm thinking it's probably a medium. I just won't know until I do a pit to pit. Let's see. So the pit to pit on this is 17 and a half. 17. I think, let's see, 17 to 17 would be 35. I think that's a medium. Hey Siri, what size is a 35-inch circumference for women? Oh Lord, I should not ask Siri about circumference. Thank goodness she ain't speaking out loud. Let me be sure, y'all. Sorry, it's taking me a moment. All right. I said 35, right? 35 inches.
Yeah.
All right, so for pit to pit, for extra small is a 16, and it goes up in 5 to full inch increments. And I said 35. So it's a small / medium.
Okay.
So yeah. So small or medium. It'll fit either. There is not a whole lot of stretch in this. I mean, here maybe, but it's not gonna be a whole lot. So it's gonna, if you're not a medium, I do not recommend this particular one, but this says it's, what is it, Caillou? With a K? I might be pronouncing that wrong.
Kicks.
Kicks?
Yeah.
How do you get kicks out of that?
Kicks.
This
That's
is
what I'm seeing from-
Kieus.
You're 3 foot away from a blind
All right,
man.
yeah. It's that brand. The blue is a navy blue. It is, I want to say a 3/4 sleeve, but we'll see. Yes, 3/4 sleeve. And if you have a large torso, you're going to want to have, oh, what do you call that?
Leggings or shorts.
Leggings or shorts, or you're going to want something to, to cover you if you're going out. I mean, if not, I'm sure someone would be filming it. Just saying. Let's see. I'll set that one there because I don't want to run out of hangers. So S635. No, I put them over here. Going, I thought I did.
Welcome back, Jessica.
Welcome back, Jessica. Darn it! I already knocking my monkey off. Mr. Steph.
Aw.
He's rainbow and he's Kansas. And he feels like he was supposed to have something in him.
A dog toy. He squeaks.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is a tie-dye size medium official license for Smokey the Bear Corporation Forest Fire Prevention Program. So it's Smokey the Bear, in pink. There's a bit of orange in there for his face. Otherwise, it's pink and maybe almost a peach versus more of the pink. Did you see that's pink or peach?
Peach.
It does look. So it's a peach tie-dyed. This is another well-loved shirt. Let's see. It does have 2 hems, or 2 threads, which we know to be
newer than
early 90s. 2000,
yeah.
Right? All right, and this one's S635, and it's $3 as well. And here's your number if you're catching the replay. Alrighty, I did not remember if I left a number on this. And then it's just the Montgomery. No, this is the pennies. Pennies, not JC pennies. Pennies. Do you remember the difference? One was before they filed for whatever, something, and then the other's after. The JC pennies and pennies, I believe it's the same. Either way, it's a nightgown.
It's a house dress, right?
It doesn't button or zip.
Okay.
Down. Your only buttons. Oh, don't get me to lying now. Here I go. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say I thought there was a button or two.
What size is it? Is it
size medium? And that one is going to be what, S636?
Yep.
And we're going to do this one for $3 as well. This is a vintage piece. And it was well loved. But it's definitely something, if I could fit it, and it was sitting in my closet during the winters we have, I would definitely be pulling it out. But in this case, I'm not quite a medium yet. So this is S636 for $3. I actually think I had a set of pajamas. They were just, instead of pink flowers, they were purple flowers. Yeah, I'm not old. Hey, wait, Steph just mentioned old. I'm surprised Mr. Stephanie isn't getting in on that, because he's been telling me, Steph, you just need to accept you're over 40.
Well, you know.
And maybe I do, but come on. Alright, we're going to change it up for a second. I think this is a guy's. Let me. No, this. I don't know. Would you think that's gender neutral with the style? I think that was meant to be a woman's.
I think it's meant to be a woman's because it's more of a V-neck than when it's pulled.
Alright, so this is Royal Caribbean International. Size medium. So this is like your dry fit. It's 100% polyester. Made in China. And it's blue. It is blue.
You're good, Jessica.
Let's see. Alright, so it does zip up all the way. Right? And then you can cover the zipper with that piece. On the back here is your Royal Caribbean. I don't know how well it's going to show because I can't see when I have it that close. And then Royal Caribbean International. Here is your... right there.
Hi, little K.
Hey, little K. How's it going? Glad to see you. And then, of course, you don't have to have it all the way zipped. I don't do everything up here. I just don't. So if you're kind of like that and you need space to breathe, then you can leave it, you can unzip it a little bit or to there in a way. And this is, again, size medium. And it is S636 for 3.
637.
Is it 637? Alright, I'm just going to roll with it. 637. And it's going to be $3. So, I'm going to need to write some more numbers out, y'all, before we get going too much, because I don't like having numbers doing a bunch of skipping and stuff.
So little K's asking about your speak and spell.
So I will let you know it does work. I did source it recently, and I haven't. I Google Lensed it before I put it up there, and so like the starting bid on that is going to be $18 because it's worth listing. But give me just a second and I'll pull it. It does work. So there's the Royal Caribbean emblem as well. I mean, y'all, when I tell you there's a lot of stuff we haven't processed, there's a
That's a Christmas bag.
And it's going to feel like Christmas. Those ladies, I seen that, so I grab it to start putting stuff in, and they're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, gotta contain it anyway. Alright, so we need a number for this.
Yeah, remind you of ET. Just do 638.
Yeah, that's exactly why I picked it up. I haven't wiped it off yet, so I literally just pulled it out of the container I brought in from the vehicle. So let's see, what does it say on the back? Mr. Steph, can you read the back of that?
Cahoots LLC Speak and Spell is trademarked by Cahoots. Made in China. Item number 09624. And there's no actual date anywhere.
So, on the So there's a lot of these, right? Because they remanufactured them. So you have to go off the design on the front.
And you can look up that item number and give you a
And
lot more
yes,
answers.
you can also look up the item number 638, right?
Yep. And little K's in for 18.
Okay. I'm looking for 19, y'all. As soon as Mr. Steph's got this written down on his tablet, he is going to start counting it down. And that's just how we are going to. I'm going to put 18 here. So, let's see.
Level A. Press go to begin.
Okay, let's see. Level A. Spell height, I think is what it said. We'll see if I heard it.
And we're sold to Lil K for 18. Thank you, Lil K.
Oh, let's see. I think it's still on, but I think I hit the wrong button. I don't know, but it does work Little K. So, thank you. So, and Little K just came in just a bit ago. She wasn't here in the beginning, was she?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So, Little K, your package, so Gizmo, will be going out tomorrow. Jess has been getting rehab. Not drug rehab, y'all. She still wears a uniform, so but she's been in rehab. This is day 8, and she got a pass. And so I had the option of coming back and grabbing everyone's packages, and getting them in the system, or staying in Manhattan and having that time with her, because she, with the program she's with, they required a chaperone. Not because she's done anything wrong, but when you lost me for a second, let me check my devices.
Mine hasn't blanked out since earlier, but
Yeah, let me make sure. I usually have multiple devices going. Yeah, I'm at least lagging because I'm still getting one where it's the spell checks in my hand. Let's see.
she said no, it was me.
Okay. Well, there is definitely a lag because of in this one, and maybe it's because it like paused or something. But I am way back where I'm showing clothes. So let me get where I'm to current. I mean, Mr. Stuff's in here, so I'm not overly worried about it, right? Yeah. All right, Mr. Stuff, redirect me. I give you the search, the ET toy, because that's okay.
Yeah, it's put up.
I just want to make sure.
It's up in her box.
Let's see. We are gonna move this chair. All right, let's see what size this is.
Yeah,
right.
Robin causing chaos again.
Who? Robin? Never. Love y'all.
Yeah, after the last few days, Little K, I kind of came to the conclusion when I got off work today, and Jess called me and said, "Hey, just stick around Manhattan." I kind of came to the conclusion that none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. So
it's been a hard week. It's just been a hard week, and not just it's just everything. And we're trying to meet all our stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna have
639 is the next number.
639. All right, let me get it written down. So this is going to be a size medium, made in the Philippines. And all I see is it says estimate in parentheses or, broken down. So EST. 1946. This is not a
It's
1946.
established in 1946 for the company.
But yeah. So 6 what?
39.
39. We're gonna do this one for $3 as well, y'all, because have you seen this doom pile that is beckoning to become a mountain? Well, maybe it's bigger than a molehill, but hey,
We'll get through it.
we'll get through it. So put it sideways. And let's put it on the back so you don't have to see it unless you want to. So the number, this is the back, is $6.39, and it's $3. Size medium. Now there is a lot of stretch in this, and this feels like, what do you call that? The really soft material. Let's see if it shows it on here. I do not see a tag. I still don't. So, I'm not sure what material, but it is a very soft material. So typically I don't do long sleeve because I don't like anything clinging to me like that. I like sleeves like, This would not be an issue. So S, $6.39, $3, and it's a lightweight. Okay. I'm back to grabbing over here, right?
Uh-huh.
I think so.
I think so.
If not, we're going to roll with it. So this is a size small. Now this is a house dress, and it does have pockets, and it zips, and it's vintage. How vintage? I think it's older than Jess, so it's 55% cotton, 45% polyester. Care is on a reverse side, so wash cold with light colors, no bleach, tumble dry low, remove promptly. So it's size small, and it's sweet cream. And that is going to be $6.40. I have it unzipped because I showed it, I think, yesterday. So give me a second. There is your pockets. Of course, this is the inside. So you got two because there's one on either side. And it's a plaid pink with a hint of green striping. So, again, this is S.
All right, Lucy, I'll have her do that.
This one does have a number, mister. Did you issue it at one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pull the number. And that's how we take care of that. All right.
So Lucy's World says she has to go.
Not a problem.
She says don't forget to email her pics of
You got it.
medium pants. And
yeah, I haven't gotten to them because I've got the rest of this on top. So, yeah, our weekend did not turn out the way we had planned it. So, yeah, not a problem. I'll do my best to get you emailed this evening. But if it doesn't hit email until tomorrow, just know that it is on my priority list. What number was this?
640.
Okay, it's what I thought, but I couldn't get it to compute in my hand.
She said she's patient just when you get a little time.
Yep.
Hi, Myra.
Hey, Myra, welcome in. Hey, y'all, if you don't know who Myra Lane is, well, Buying Space is her channel. So let's see. I just chopped that up. I almost had it right. So Myra Elaine is her name, and Unboxing's her game. Her channel is Buying Space. And, if you do keep current on her stuff, you probably, most likely, seen her unboxing the other day. And she used the word before I did openly, right? I knew it was a matter of time before y'all figured it out, but Myra's my friend. And not that I want to hide that fact, but some people could interpret it their own way. And so, but she put it out there. And yeah, we, you know, with that said, business is business, right? So it being friends comes with a huge responsibility, regardless if it's business or not. So take it seriously. All right. Let's see. I'm moving from this doom pile over here, and we're hanging. If I can, I'm gonna run out of hangers. All right. This is cabernet sleepwear, size large. I do not have the bottoms for this, so it's just the top. Let's see. Let me look at it just a little more.
What size was that?
Size large, I think. Yes, size large. So carbonate size large sleepwear. The only thing I see is there is a discoloration, maybe a marker, so maybe I bumped it and didn't realize it. So I know Mr. Steph put $3 in, but we'll do this one for $2. Let's see. It goes below the belly button, so that'll give anyone watching an idea. And this is $6.41.
Yep.
$6.41, y'all. And again, I'm gonna have it marked for $2, not $3. Let's see. I was gonna say something. I have no idea. Anyways, y'all, if you want to get the scoop on the Buying Space channel, it's Buying Space, okay? I say the because it's almost the is pointing in a direction. But it's Buying Space channel. Go check her out. She does a lot of content on her channel. And so she does a lot of pre-recorded stuff. What we figured out 9-10 months out is what her current is for unboxings. Let's see. That's size large. Y'all, if you have a particular size in mind, you can let me know. I do have some large clothes. We're trying to work through the pile clothing. So some of this is, let's see. That's something it looks like would fit Aunt Jenny. But I'll tell you when I got it.
It's kind of her style too.
I thought this had a little belt or something. Maybe it didn't, but it should have. Right? So I'll wait on this one, mister.
Okay.
Because I think there's a piece to it missing. So we're going to go with this top. Just give me a second to figure it out. All right, this is a extra large. Extra large. Come on. Please tell me I'm not the only one that fights with fingers. Alright, so this is the... Can you pronounce it?
I can already answer that one. Is probably not Kraken Mary, but we can look for some. Giorgio Fiera line
collection. So it's got that for a maker. It is extra large.
Wanted to know if we had any guys sweatpants.
I can look. I probably won't get to it this evening. Because I'm still fighting with PayPal. 90% of my invoices have gone unviewed, unpaid. So this, oh, sorry, I need to show it this way. So you got this ruffle for a sleeve. And then, I mean, this just crisscrosses. And so if you got a bust line and you're a size extra large, it comes to here, and then this just drapes down, and then you got the ruffle feather there at the bottom. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one, but I thought someone might like it. It is busy. All right. Let me see if I can find a size on this nightgown and robe. It's going to be $6.
Okay.
I can tell you that. I think it's a large, but I want to confirm. And this, I don't see, past the maker. And it's shadow line. If I have to, I'll do a pit to pit. I'm pretty sure I've seen a tag at some point.
It may be down along the side.
I know, that's what I'm doing. It's looking. So this is a lilac purple. There it is. This is a lilac purple. It's 84% nylon, 16% spandex, and size medium. Size medium. So here is your maker's tag. It's let me pull it back out so I know what I'm reading. Reading upside down, shadow line, size medium. Okay. Now this is a 2-piece, so let me pull that down so I can put this up. Not the right hanger, but it'll do the job. So this is just the nightgown alone. I'm 5'4".
It's not a bad nightgown.
No, and I probably ought to keep it, but I'm going to try to sell it.
It's kind of that cross between
It is pretty.
comfortable and romantic looking.
Right. So from shoulder to ankles, and I'm 5'4". It's at the top of my ankle. So you have, darn it. You got the front, which also has this lace here. You can see the lace better back here. It does go through the front though. So you've got that. And then, if you want the house dress part of it, also known as a robe, but, I just dropped it. Come on.
Trying to do it with the wrong type of hanger.
Yes, I'm trying to do it with the wrong type of hanger, so I'm going to get a wire one, which is the only reason why I have wire. Well, that and because I ran out of regular hangers. But hey, my mama always said no wire hangers. Those were for opening doors.
Well, that comes from your mom's generational age and remembering the movie that went along with the wire hangers.
Yeah, we're not going to discuss that. That's not a topic for our lives.
Yeah, I haven't even moved that outfit out of the sales area, Myra.
Oh, you're talking your lingerie? Yeah, you got to, because we got to have a photo. Of course, that won't be on this platform, but you can better believe I'll put it on another one. All right, so this is your house coat. Nightgown is underneath. It does have 3, it looks like mother of pearl buttons. So 2 of them are unbuttoned, so then I could lift it up that way. So you got your your lace here, and then behind here there is lace, and the sleeves are lace. Now this is lilac in color, so not lavender, but lilac. And it's a spectacular piece, and I'm convinced that as soon as I think I can fit into that, if it's still hanging around, it's mine. Because I do love me some purple. All right.
So in that clear container, there's a black shirt right there at the corner at the bottom.
This one?
Yep, I need that.
Oh.
Now you understand?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you had moved that already. No, not with everything going on.
Not with everything going on, but I knew where it was. So.
All right, we're going to do a giveaway, y'all. If you were just came in the last, say, 15 minutes, do you want to participate? We still have 2 giveaways. We're going to do a channel sticker, and we're going to do a set of jewelry, or, a piece of jewelry. I shouldn't say set. But it might go that way. So let's see. Mr. Steph, let me know. Jewelry or channel sticker?
Oh, just pick one.
I don't know. I don't know what number it is because I didn't write down what they were. So we're going to go with channel sticker. Channel sticker. Okay. And remember, if no one comes in on my number, which is series number today, we go with the number immediately above. If there's none, which isn't an issue today, then we
Hi,
go.
Urena.
Hey, Urena. We was just speaking about you, girl. So it's number 36, and that's for channel sticker. It will be my channel sticker because we haven't re-upped Mr. Steph yet. We will. We had more pressing things that needed to be taken care of. So let's see, y'all. I might have to sit for a minute.
So, Urena, we're working on our dead pile, which is where all those really small clothes are at.
Yes, and I can go back through. I haven't showed a whole lot, but I do have, what is it? 1, 2 without sleeves, 1 that is a long sleeve, but it's not heavy, meaning it could be like an undershirt, but it's long sleeve. And then I've got a house coat.
Where's that one that we thought was you or a junior? It's that one, isn't it?
Yes, that one. I think.
One to her real quick.
This one, I believe, is a junior.
That would have fit Firecracker.
So this would have fit Firecracker. Well, yeah, we won't discuss it, but this is definitely junior size. So this is S632 for $3. So this is the print on the back. It's the same on the front, but the back is just slightly longer.
So it comes as a medium, like youth size.
So it's medium. No, youth is,
or not youth, but
juniors is between youth and
adult. Yeah, teenager size. Here,
teenager size.
So I, being that I've never met you, Urena, I kind of envision you kind of being the size of our youngest daughter, which is extremely tiny.
She's built small.
Oh, hello.
Whoa.
My earbud died.
I guess your earbud died.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a no boundaries, size medium, 7 to 9. 7 to 9. I showed this earlier, and I was explaining that unless you really like your mail carrier, you're not going to want to answer the door if you wear this without something underneath. Unless, well, who was it that said that? Earlier?
Lucy's World.
Lucy's World. Unless you want to give that impression. But it's just a pull over. And so there is that one. Let's see. S633. It's also $3. I think all these are $3. And so that's your number. And it's Moz. What did we say that was? Brand?
Mosimo.
Mosimo Supply Company. And this is a small. And so
Myra said she used to be a letter carrier.
Myra, tell me what. If one of your people on your route showed up to greet you in nothing but this, you'd have another story to tell, right? I've heard some of her stories. Shoot, I've got it in notes somewhere, probably in the other workspace, that the song that they created when she was a carrier, mail carrier. I don't know. It is the teal family as far as color, but as far as shade, I can't tell you much more than that.
Myra, I have a story about that.
Yes, you do, and I've got it in notes somewhere because it just I love it. I mean, the way she described that one. So this one is a medium. This one's a size medium. And it is S639 for $3. This I can see the screen through. So it's that breathable. Made in the Philippines, established in 1946, and that's all I've got for the maker. But it is floral design. It'd be a great top. I think anytime, but it's got the colors of fall in there too, so some people like to be color coordinated. Me, I just want to make sure that I look decent and feel comfortable. And then this one is S640 for $3. This is a sweet cream, size small. It's a house dress, house coat. It is a full zipper in the front. It does have pockets on either side. It is pink plaid with green lines. Pink plaid with green lines. Yeah, that's all the smalls or mediums I've showed, right?
Right.
That haven't.
Yeah, I mean, as we get through this pile, we'll run on to all the t-shirts and everything.
Well, if this weekend wouldn't have rolled the way it did, we'd have been through it. But I'll tell you what, when word reaches you that your chosen family, had a devastating loss, it does something, and then we're family, right? Our kids who are soldiers, a title they earned, when someone else in uniform, it doesn't matter the branch, is going through something, then that's their brothers and sisters in arms, and they're only as strong as their weakest day, like the rest of us. But families carry families, and so that's what we're doing. So this is a polyester. This is vintage, y'all. I have not found really any condition issues with this. I still don't see a size. I do. This is a size 14, but this is a Sears. So this is going to tell you how old this is. So the only condition issue I see, is right here. There's like a watermark, whatever, on the tag, and you can see it right here. I've not washed this yet. It doesn't have an odor, but I can certainly put it through the wash. But there is your vintage Sears tag, and it's Perma Press, size 14, machine wash, warm, tumble dry low, no bleach, made in Korea. And this is, let's see, so yeah, it buttons all the way down, y'all. It makes no sense to fully unbutton it and then to fight with it, but let's see. Give you some idea. The material is very clean. So that is going to be $30. Mr. Steph, can you give me a number?
$6.44.
Makes no sense to show these. 44.
Yep.
If you're catching the replay and you see anything that was passed on, not sure if it sold, you can leave a comment on the video, or you can just drop me an email. If you happen to be on the off chance you got my personal line, you can do it through text. That's how some of my stuff goes. Seriously, there's a few of them. That's mainly our locals, but right. Alright, I'm trying to figure out if this is front or the back. I bet you that's back. It's almost gotta be.
Now find your seam on your shoulders and pull on the seam.
Huh?
So on a shirt, the shoulders is your seam. So if you find your shoulders and find your seam right here in the corner,
Yeah.
and then you can lift up on it and it'll tell you which one's the front, which one's the back. So that's the front.
I think you're wrong.
Uh-uh.
Alright, Mr. Staff thinks it goes this way. I still don't have a size, so give me a minute, y'all. He thinks it goes this way. But it's got those buttons. It's got one, right? Oh, where'd it go? It's got that type of button. And I only remember those on the back. So, you know, either way, if someone's interested in it, it's going to be $3. And it's going to... No, it's not an old one. Wow. This is a size small. A medium can fit that. So this is not old. It just is a print to look old. It is from Shein. It is from Shein, and it's a size small. Which is also known as a 4. So. Let's see. So whether, you know, you button it up in the back or the front, one of us is right and one of us hopes to be right. The sleeves do have a ruffle, but past that, that's it. Did I write the number down? I probably did, and I just didn't. Almost feel like I'm doing things twice, and I know I'm not. I'm just double checking. So 645.
Yes.
Was that this one?
Yep.
All right. 635. Did we figure out who the channel sticker was for?
Yeah, I told you, Myra.
Myra. I just sorry, squirrel.
Yeah.
It just realized it didn't write anyone's name. So Myra.
I wrote it in my side, so
Mr. Staff's on it, but I'm trying.
don't know if I'm really on it, but
Well, can we pretend we are?
I'm trying.
Okay. So
I'm trying to fake it till I make it at this point.
I just put 635 and that's wrong. Is that
6:45.
6:45? Let's see. Yes.
You're welcome, Myra.
Hey, does anyone like Woodstock?
So are you talking like the music concert Woodstock or like the bird Woodstock?
Well, I don't remember Woodstock. In fact, my dad was only, I think, well, when was Woodstock? What
69.
year? 69. So he'd have been 5. He'd have been 5 during Woodstock. Yeah, he'd have been 5. Well, this will just answer it for you. I know, I must be insane, but I have gotten rid of Snoopy multiple times. I would have to say, out of any movie, right? I'm just checking over it, y'all, because this was stuff that I sourced and I haven't had time to go through. But I do have a Woodstock.
What do you want to start him at? His first thing is what year is he?
Let's see, what year is he? Well, he came from Kohl's.
So he's not extremely old.
2019. So let's do $4 start on him. $4 start. He does have a little mark right there, but it feels like I can clean it. Like it's right on the surface. It's not deep inside. So, and he comes from Kohl's Care. And again, he is 2019 Peanuts Worldwide LLC. So there is your tag. And he's cool. He's cool. He's bigger than my face, y'all. What else can I say about Woodstock? If no one wants him, that's cool. I'll take it as a sign, Mr. Steph. All right.
You got Dumbo over there too.
I do have Dumbo. Let's see how old Dumbo is.
I've got Cookie.
Dumbo is another Kohl's Cares.
So it's not extremely old.
It's not extremely old. I don't actually see a date, so give me a second.
And there may not be a date on them. A lot of the newer ones don't have dates. Hey, Scooter.
Hey, Scooter. Welcome in. So, yeah, you know what, Dumbo, let's go ahead and do him too for $4.
Okay, give me just a second.
$4. Now, I'm going to say Woodstock is 2019. This guy, I do not see his year on him. He is a Kohl's Cares Dumbo. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not there.
Some of them don't have it on the newer ones.
But he's cool and he's clean. So that'll be $4. I need to do numbers for these two because
646 for Woodstock, 647 for
646 for Woodstock. And y'all, Scooter Renee just came in the room just a moment ago, and she's probably been here for a hot minute. Maybe not. She might be on her way home. It is Monday. If y'all aren't subbed to her, she goes on, 8 o'clock? Is that when Monday motivation is?
I don't know. Look here in a minute.
Y'all, I will get a
her
master list done at some point. We said $4 start bid, right?
Yes.
For these.
Starts at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Central Time.
Yep.
I guess the reason why I always hesitate is I always think she's Eastern Time. Scooter, guess what came today? A refrigerator box bigger than I've already shown. And it came from Tennessee. And then, of course, I've got another Arkansas package. So for Woodstock, if you're catching the replay, it is S646 for $4. if we're not in a live sale, our starting bid becomes a buy it now. And you said jumbo is S647.
Scooter said she just came in, and yep, to 8 o'clock. And come on, my chicken nugget.
Girl, so we had a package. Let's see, can I use less words but get the same effect? Scooter's package is still here. Hers is one a handful, right?
Uh-huh.
That are affected that won't go out till tomorrow because this mom got word during in between appointments today that Jess was going to get a day pass. And
Hi, Lisa.
hey, Lisa, welcome in. The problem with it is it was in the window of time that I was going to drive back to the village and grab packages and seal them because Mr. Steph seals them for y'all. And he just hasn't sealed them yet because the thank you card stuff I haven't gotten to it. So I considered maybe not coming live until later. This is a size medium.
Thank you, Jessica.
The issue is by the time I would have got everybody's cards done, put in their package, and to the carrier, both carriers would have been closed. So I opted to wait till morning. With that said, they are going out probably around 9 a.m. Central. I only say that because I'm taking them with me tomorrow. So this is Charter Club size medium. I need a number.
648.
648. We're going to do this one for $3 as well. This is a navy blue. So $648, y'all.
You said it was medium, right?
Yeah, size medium, $3. $3. It does have pockets on either side. I'm going to stick the sticker just above one so to kind of point it out. Let me make sure we are not missing anything. Would you know? I'm missing a button right there.
So Scooter says, I'm never in a hurry, so you're good regardless.
I know.
And then she put, my spirit animal is a sloth, so we never in a hurry. LOL.
Mr. Stuff, would you hang this behind you? It's such a good quality top. I don't know what to do. Might find a similar button, but we're not going to find those
it's missing a button?
It's missing a button, so I'm not going to show it. So I pulled that number. Let me look. I bet you it just sat on all the clothes, y'all. Good thing is I showered yesterday. Hey, the struggle is real, y'all.
I just removed it out of the chat.
All right, this is a size medium as well. How in the world? So does that go up? Yeah, that has to go in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is size medium. And it's going to be S648 for $3 instead of the other one. Okay. So this is a sleeveless. Yes, there's line there. My best guess is cool. If you don't want wardrobe malfunction like at the Super Bowl that year, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Anyways, this is self-esteem size medium. Look at all the embroidery work. Okay. $648, $3. And here's your tag. Size medium. Okay. We're just going through the death pile that I intended to go through on Saturday, but as most folks know, life
Yep,
happens.
Janet Jackson, you got it right, Meyer.
I knew someone would know. This is a size medium. Closet Full is the brand. Made in China. And this is purple. And it's got some other colors. It's got some layers here, like a feathered layer. Okay. Let me show you the maker and the tag. Size medium. The reason why I'm not calling numbers out is because I've run out of space to, compute. So Mr. Steph will have to tell me. So the sleeve is short, but look at that. It looks like a butterfly wing. All right, so that's definitely see-through. The sleeve.
You're good, Jessica. I could tell you
What's going on?
stories around where we live that had me upset not even a year ago.
What's going on?
Oh, Jessica put her apartment are doing roof repair and they covered all of her plants. And she goes, if they all die, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, don't apologize for saying that, honey.
I would be too.
I would be too. For one, plants are not cheap. It don't matter. You have to use the good neighbor discount type thing. Hey, I've got some shoots off of this plant. Can we trade type of stuff to afford the plants right now? It's ridiculous. Well, let's not even go into gardening. Not that I can garden right now anyway. All right. What did I do with my tip?
$6.49 is your number.
$6.49 is $3, y'all. This is everything we're showing right now, unless I specify it, is $3.
Yeah, I would be upset too. Spend all the time to grow them from seeds. $6.49, yeah.
Okay, $3. Yeah, I'd be upset. Typically my planting season for our gardens starts in, a couple of the seeds actually start in November. But as far as potting and all of that, that's usually January, February. But where we live, they don't. For goodness sake, the dandelion, the Make-A-Wish flowers, right? The ones you do a wish to. They keep popping up every day, and they don't pop up a little. They pop up like they haven't been mowed down. And so every day when they have people in here mowing, I keep thinking I'm going to end up with a forced mow, which puts me well over budget for housing here. So
they don't want to force mow us when we're mowing once a week.
So your sleeves are short.
I'll go look here a little bit, Jessica.
Do you see that? So it's just layers.
Oh, that's
right?
cool.
So this has slight weight to it, but it isn't really any heavier than any other tops. So you have that for the front. The back is just flat, straight. And so that is a $6.49, size medium, $3.
Myra said, speaking of gardening, it is expensive.
It is. I've got enough seeds to probably start 3 gardens. But that's not the point. For one, let's see, we are in May. I could still plant for a late summer.
Around here, we get away with the fall garden.
The fall garden. But yeah, I do not need that attention here because let's just say Steph in her mouth can get her in trouble. All right, so this is a size small. Remind me of the brand. Mosimo Supply Company. It says since 1987. Size small. Looks like made in Vietnam.
The price of manure stinks.
So this is a green, but this is almost army green. And what I mean by army green is I mean the shade that's not quite desert. This has got more life into it. But yeah. And it's just a simple small top. I can see through the screen, I can see the screen through here. I can actually see words when I actually put it up to my face. But this is $3, size small. Um, does anyone want to see other size clothing? I'm going to work my way through what I've got right here that I've already pulled, and then we're going to move on to something else, but I need to write a number on this one. So, what, $6.50?
I gotta go get phone chargers.
Yep. Hey, is it for your iPhone?
Yeah. Yours don't work on mine.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
gotta clean my port again.
Yours be weird.
Yeah.
That's what happens. We got used iPhones. Some people, Steph, you got an iPhone. I do. But it was wore out when I got it. And I'm not complaining. Alright, I think he said, yeah, $6.50. And we're going to do $3. $3. So if you're catching the replay, there's 2 ways to claim after the replay unless you're a very selective group. And I'll tell you, most of those folks that are selective I've met in person and I've known for at least a year. And, off screen. So, if you don't have my info, don't take it personal. I did the mistake when it first came on the tube, and for a few months, I would trade out numbers. So S $6.50, $3. And then the men's clothing, that was for like sweatpants, right?
Do what? Yeah, sweatpants.
It was
Yeah.
sweatpants, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm. I don't think I have any in. So this is a size small, New York and Company stretch. Now this is somewhere between beige. This is darker than regular beige. I would just see the difference. Maybe you don't, but hey, just slightly. Let's see. I need to stop stealing all my hangers. I'm sure I've got more in my vehicle, but y'all, I cleared enough room to have people in my vehicle today.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, the goal is to get the dead pile gone so we can actually bring everything in out of my vehicle.
Mm-hmm. New York and Company stretch small. So let's see. Now this top's interesting. Buttons from here to here. And it's got this whole side thing going on. See that? So you got that. And then on the back side, look at that. So my best guess is, let's see. Yeah, it's the stretch. So either way, let's see. I probably moved it too far up. So shoulder, and this goes to about my hip. So I'm 5'4". Mr. Steph, my torso's smaller than my legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. All right, I need a number for this one.
651.
651, and then I'm gonna write some more numbers out. I'm not gonna put I've got a couple pieces I could still show. 651. So far, we've only shown one item that was more than $3.
Oh, clothing wise, yeah.
clothing wise. I just, yeah, I've got to get through. I got to get through that. So I'm gonna do it slowly, I guess, at this point, because we got VA appointments again in the morning. But I am going to be proactive and get my cards done. And that way you can take UPS with you, and I'll take USPS because I can drop her
Right.
off at her appointment and go to. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, this is kind of a tie-dyed. Well, I assume it is, right? This is a size small. This is that comfy, feely stuff. When you're not feeling good, whatever, it's Amanda and blue. Blue is spelled without an E. This is again size small. It does have a sleeve, right? Or not a sleeve, a pocket. How did I get sleeve out of that? And this is going to be $6.52.
Yep.
And it is going to be $3 as well. $3. Keep saying I'm going to stop and write some numbers out, but then I don't. 652. Shoot. Catch the replay. There's your number to claim and the price. I've got 3 more items. Maybe 4. I thought 2 were 1. So let's see. I think this is small, but let's be sure. US size 0. US size 0. This is LOGG. So log with an extra G. Label of graded goods. So Europe, it's a 32. US, it's a 0. And same with Canada. So here is your maker's tag. Here is your sizes. And this is does that kind of look black to you? I think it's navy blue.
I think it's navy blue.
All right, I just want to make sure. Yeah, it looks navy blue to me, y'all. So if I'm wrong, I am wrong. So this is going to be what, $6.53?
Yeah.
$6.53 for $3. It is a short sleeve, right there at your pit. No buttons. Front is shorter than the back. This is paisley print. It's got some paisley print in there. And so $6.53, right?
Yep.
Y'all, if you wasn't in here earlier, does anyone remember? I know it's a silly question, but some might not have ever seen it. The movie E.T. So if you're catching the replay, your number to claim this one is S653, and its price will be $3. when we're live, we do start bids unless, unless we do bite nails. We do some bite nails, but as figure clothing, it's just easier to do a start bid on. All right, this is a size small New York and Company stretch. The primary colors are blue, some funky shade of a green, so almost a really light leaf color, and black. So this is again size small, New York and Company. Am I showing it well? Let's see it. Sorry, y'all, I can't quite see the screen. So here is the back. There is no sleeve really on this. It's just going to be, you're going to want to make sure you shave your armpits. Unless shaving your armpits isn't a big deal to you. I did not write a number out for that one.
654.
Thank y'all for being here. I mean, I guess it's double dipping, the doing show and tell. And, it's interesting because we started the year off saying we were going to basically go to a show and tell with art. Basically, we bring it, we show it, we might show it a few times. And then it's either going to go in a donation pile. I got to figure out how to organize that so the stuff actually leaves. Or a listing pile. So to claim this one, it is $6.54 for $3. And
Kraken said, as soon as I saw E.T., I had the sudden urge to call home.
Mr. Stephanie, why don't you tell your E.T. story?
Well, so, shoot, I was probably 6-7 years old. They had a program at our local library in my hometown that if you read so many books, you won a giveaway. Well, I went in there and I spent the entire summer reading because the giveaway was an E.T. Halloween costume. And we're not talking a cheap built junk one. We're talking nice. And I won that sucker. Somewhere I've got pictures. My parents have pictures of me.
So, in the box that has the photos from your dad.
It's in there.
Or the tote, that's where it's at.
It's in storage.
Yeah, so it's in South Central Kansas. All right, this is a size medium, Old Navy. This is your plaid. It says fitted, size medium, made in Indonesia. And no sleeves. Will be perfect for summer unless you don't need to be in direct sunlight. This is very simple. Let's see. I don't see any pockets. It does have around the edging, right? But that looks to be either from some wear or just a way because it's on both sides. It's on both sides. So I'm just going to assume it's meant to be there that way. Most of what I'm showing today, it's well-loved clothing, but, still has a lot of use, doesn't have significant issues or anything.
No, it was designed for someone my size. So it must have been really short back then. Because E.T. was tiny compared to...
He just called you short.
He did.
I just want to point that out. Number?
55. 655.
Okay. We got one more to show, and then we're gonna get cray with this box. So I'm gonna clear out a box, y'all. I don't know if I have the full set. Mr. Steph don't even know this. I'm going to show you the 7 ball and not the 8. I don't know if they're balanced. Oh, they do balance.
Let me see it.
I have multiples of certain numbers. I don't know if I have all the numbers, y'all.
Okay.
But
No, you're good. Oh, you meant no disrespect, Mr. Shorty. See how you are cracking?
and I totally just dropped my ball.
And Steph's dropping balls on camera.
I mean, he almost had to have fallen in this box because I didn't hear anything thug. I don't know. I guess I'll find it later. I think there was multiple of them. All right. So what is my number? 656, right?
Yep.
And this also is going to be $3. Did anyone state whether they wanted to see larger size clothing or no? Okay. Then we'll definitely start going through some stuff. Now, y'all, I have not processed the stuff I'm going to show. So a few things I may not show because they probably need at least a wipe down. So let's see. $6.56 is $3, and as soon as I can figure out where the tag is, so here is, if you're catching the replay, yeah, I'm showing the number. All right, let's see if it's down here. Okay. Size medium, 100% polyester. So this is size medium. Now
that's good, Jessica.
This is white with blue flowers. And when I say it's white, I don't think it's really like solid white. I think it's got a hint of blue in it. But this is $6.56 for $3. You do have ties here, so you can tie it up here, right? Guess I could do that so y'all can see. The kids are having fun out there, it sounds like. And then the back. So, alrighty. I know what I have been costing goods, so I have not Googled any of this, y'all. And actually, I've got them marked for $6.95. So I wonder if they aren't something. But hey, where's gonna do? There's 3 of these. You'll have to issue the number. We're gonna sell them.
57.
We're gonna sell them together. Oh wait, they are marked. Whoa, maybe I need a 93. Dan's 93. I feel like that's what this one says. I was going to do them as a lot. I was going to start them at 6. Yeah, you know what? Let's start them at 6 because I see a little bit of, I don't know if it's paint retouch or what. So yeah, I'd be comfortable bringing them at 6. I don't see any other issues other than there's definitely a paint touch up. So do you see it? Yeah, it's coming through. All right, so this is the back. This is a girl. She's carrying, looks like a book. No, she's carrying seeds. I don't know if I'll be able to get that to show, but this pack right here, it's marked seeds. Okay. I will give dimensions. This one. They're marked there, but they're also actually marked. Yeah, it's. This one's 93. So, oh, right there. 93. If I Google lens them and there's something, then I'm going to feel guilty about not bringing them. So I try not to Google lens unless I know I need to. 2 inches in diameter. Just 4 1/8. 4 1/8. This is for her. These are all gonna come together. One lot. One money. This one's also 93.
I don't know. It's I was just trying to figure out what
So-
material they are.
I don't know. It almost needs to have be like a resin.
That's what I'm saying. Is a resin.
So this is another gardening pool. Gardening. This time she's holding the seeds here,
Kraken's in for 6, looking for 7 or more.
and she's got her water pill there. So she's actually got a lot going on with her. Okay. I will get dimension because she's not as tall as the rest of them. 695 is what that says there. And then 93, it says DAMS or DANS 93 copyright. So there's that. Of course, you can see where the paint's been touched up. That's why, yeah. I haven't seen any breaks. So we have 2 girls and a guy. The guy's the one usually with the water. I'll get a dimension on him and the one that's sitting down.
We're sold the Kraken.
Alright, so the dude is as tall as the girl, give or take a hair. And then for her, I would say no more than 3 1/4, and that's just eyeballing. So thank you, Kraken. I appreciate you. If y'all are just tuning in, if y'all was expecting your package to already notify you that it's on its way, it's going to be in the morning. Mr. Steph's gonna take UPS packages with him to Manhattan, and I'm taking USPS to with us for the VA trip because I can drop them by there, the mail there. So yeah, hopefully that all made sense. I just given the choice, hang out with Jess, be her chaperone.
Let me see that real quick.
Give me a minute. I haven't processed any of this, so I don't want to show it all and then be like. So this guy's at least a hot minute old. I do not see a year on him. But I say he's a hot minute old because this tag it gives that vibe of like, 90s or early 2000s. So he does have a string here that's there. I could snip it. But other than that, I would say he was well loved. He's got more life into him. He is Curious George. I mean, who doesn't like Curious George?
How much are you doing on him?
You know what? Let's do $3 for him.
So Kraken said, make sure they have a chaperone because she has seeds and he has water.
Let's see. Yeah, I just snipped that piece of string. So there's, he's been well loved. But I tell you what, he's got a lot of life left in him. And if he don't go today, that's okay, because I like Curious George as well. Remind me of the number for him.
658.
And we did him for 30, right?
Yep.
So I must be on a roll with threes today, y'all. Does anyone like postcards? Not just any postcards. Vintage postcards.
Jessica says, Stephanie, quit touching his butt.
Oh, wait, you said to stop. If you're catching the replay, to claim him is S658, $3. You doing okay?
I'm just not feeling that great.
Let's see, we are at just over the 6 o'clock hour. So let's get through a few of these. Maybe if I can at least get through most of this box. I say that, and I'm telling you, this thing probably weighs 20 or 30 pounds. I have not processed any of this.
Myra goes, but postcards.
Oh, but postcards. Yeah. I was hoping someone would come in, because you know who I'm looking for. I'll get those. They're right here in this drawer. So this needs cleaned up, meaning I need to wipe it down, but it's hand painted, so I don't know. So there's a cap that goes with it. So we're going to do it as a lot, because no doubt it's the same print. So let me show you one at a time. So it's got sticker residue here. But other than that, I do not see any chips, cracks, breaks.
What do you start at?
Let's do it for $4 start. So you got the plate, and then you got the cup. Now this cup is like a teacup. It's not a coffee cup.
So I think the top you're seeing, Kraken Mary, is magenta and black and white.
Yes. If you're talking that, that's purple magenta, not a pink magenta. Black and your white. But I can show it here in a second. I need to measure these, unless you will. I need a diameter of that plate. And then again, this is a teacup. When I say teacup, I'm not talking the small ones.
8-inch on the plate.
I mean, I can fit two. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a teacup.
It's a teacup.
And the cup's just over 3 inches tall.
And then, yeah, the top.
And then the mouth of the cup is just under 3 inches.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to set the plate there for a second. So this one, it does say like Jana, Jana. It's in some type of marker. So there is that. But other than that, no chips, cracks, flea bites. Maybe I'm going too fast. I bet you I am. I'll just hold it like that for a minute. And this is for $4 for the plate. And all right, Mr. Stuff. I need numbers. Oh, and it is signed right there. Right here. It is now still at that. I wonder if the plates.
Yeah.
The plates. Yeah, that's a signature. I can't read it. Right here in between. Right there. That's a signature.
Give me a
It's
second.
right here. Unless you want the eye luge. Mr. Stuff's gonna find out for sure on that. I'm just going to go ahead. No, I do not want that on this side. So, if you catch the replay for the set, it's just the cup and the plate is S659 for $4. $4.
So it is signed, but
You can't make it out
it's
either?
H. K-I, and then the signature kind of gets rubbed off.
Alright.
So
there's that. Before I get going anymore, I am going to go ahead and pull the postcards. Mr. Steph, do you need a stretch for a minute? Because I have 2 postcards that I got from our place that we eat.
okay, where they at?
Where my clock is in the
Okay.
van.
I'll go get those.
These ones y'all have never seen before. Those 2, they're identical. One's going in each. Yeah, I seen that out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, yeah, that's his phone. Okay, I've got it in one. Got them in 1 or 2 drawers. Alright. Let's see. I should have showed them last week, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. Alright. It's the other drawer. So, these are full. Yes, I'm sure. Well, that one for sure says Walmart. Always. But there's duplicates between both. So I'm going to pull a duplicate. There's only 1 or 2 that are duplicated. So I'm going to exchange or put with these.
Are you good by yourself for a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So these are not your typical postcards from the Vista. These are a lot more than what I sourced the other ones for. So this is celebrating 60 years in Manhattan watercolor painting of the Vista Inn by Tina. So it gives her website and her email. I don't mind sharing that because, I mean, it's out there. So there's that. And then here is a water painting. And there's 2. The only difference is somehow I managed to crinkle that corner. I can go get another one, but these are almost $5 for me to source. Let's see. Mr. Steph stepped out. Let me figure out between the 2 so I can add 1 of those to each. Some of them have the same postcards, but not everyone, right? Alright. So let me see this one. None of them are written in. Some of them in the stamp area shows the amount. Oh yeah, and I've got to pull something out. I found something in one of these. If I can figure out how to get it out. No way. Dude, I think I have a postcard with a stamp on it. It's imprinted on it, so I don't know. But the reason why I was pulling it is because it's actually significant to the the family ties I have in South Central Kansas. So Harper, Kansas is 25-30 miles south of our hometown in South Central Kansas. It's just north of the Oklahoma border. All right, let's see. And there might be, yeah, no, I think there's one in each. All right, let me get a number. Let me get numbers because I'm going to sell these individually. Each page has one in it. And as far as I can tell, all of them are unused, minus someone penciling in how much the stamp would be. All right, so it's going to be S660. 660. And it's going to be a starting bid for choice. And I have to start each one at $9, y'all. That's what I have into it. And actually, to be honest, it's $8.95. Not including tax. So, I'll start them at $9 for choice. So let me see. Should probably put it in chat, but maybe Mr. Stephanie. Yeah, and I didn't write the price on it. Alright, so starting bid 9. And this is just in the event that Mr. Stuff shows stuff about the pot handle. Alright, give me just a second. I wonder if Marty would make me coffee. Okay. I'll show the purple shirt before we show the postcards. I should have stopped, but, you know. Thank you for letting me know, hon. I appreciate that. Shoot, I'd ask Marty. Be like, hey, would you please? Right? So this is a Calvin Klein size large. And you got those. Y'all, can you tell me why these strings are still in clothing? I mean, maybe it's, I don't know. Those are usually the first thing I rip out if they're there. Well, that and shoulder. So let me see it. Yeah, it's S389 and it's $4. But you know what? We'll drop it to $3 if you want it. S389. I've got 4 on it, but I'll take 3 today if you're interested. It does do a stretch. So, like a 1X would definitely fit this. So, depending on, the way your body's made, it may go further than, but no, it's in that stretch that you're getting at. So, Calvin Klein S389. And like I said, I'll take 3 instead of 4 today for it.
I'm Therafluing myself.
Therafluing yourself, okay? I mean, whatever makes you feel better. All right. So we're gonna add these to those. And you know what, Mr. Stuff? Remember I told you the Harper card? I didn't think it was a postcard, but I didn't see the other side. Is that an unused postcard? I mean, I know it's unused, but what I'm saying is that a legal tender stamp?
No.
No, so that's like the place of it. That looks like a.
I don't think it is.
I'll take it to Ken and see if.
Take it in.
Yeah.
Ask our guy.
Those are for securing them. Okay. I was wondering because I'm going, what's with the bench behind you? That over there That's just because it was in my way the other day, and I haven't got all this where I can measure it for you for sure. I'm just, yeah, I got it so I can put things on it to display, because that's really, I've got to go this way with displaying, not so much this way.
Well, you're gonna have a curio cabinet right on the side.
Well,
over
in the 10 minutes before Jess got out for her pass, I seen a cube essentially like this, right? But 6 cube or 9 cube, free. I was 3 minutes away, dude. So Elise and I went. We was back 1 minute before, so we're good. It was already gone.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, free's free, and right now I need shelving material. All right, so let me get this. All right, so these are both going to be for choice, not together, for choice, $9. And that's because I have $8.95, not including tax, into each one. So this one is your Pioneer. Let me.
You said 8, right?
9.
Or 9.
And I have 6. I've got $8.95 into each of these. So yeah, we're just gonna start it at 9 because. So you got the there. I'll just have to pull it back. I'll read them. So let's see. This one is 94. Wait, no, I just skipped one. So the wagon is well, it was printed in Lawrence, Kansas, which is a suburb of Topeka. I do not see a year on this one. It says Kansans relive life along the Chisholm Trail. So yeah, each book would be a starting bid of $9, y'all. This one is up and down. It's got your wooden fence post, barbed wire, and then some. I don't think those are poppies.
And no, the wooden bench probably is not going to be for sale.
Yeah,
It was gotten for this, and I really don't want to try to ship something that.
Well, I'm just thinking that may just go in the biggest box we could send. But I don't know that there'd be a whole lot that would go in it other than maybe clothing, right? Anything breakable, we definitely wouldn't be shipping together like that unless we could put it in a.
Well, maybe we would. Go right in between the legs.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Stop getting ideas, mister. All right, so this one is, it says, colorful butterfly milkweed adds beauty in tranquil prairie. So Wabanese County, so that is over there, Lawrence area.
Yeah.
Some bunny
and
cat.
At.
Hey, I like this one. I almost pulled it, but I didn't. So it says some bunny, not body, but bunny in Kansas loves you. If I'd seen that one, there's a story that goes with this one. This is the guy
over a Dodge.
A Dodge. Oh no! You are not following that photo.
I don't even know where it's at.
Okay. I have a photo with a statue and
my mom.
Oh, I think Firecracker.
Yeah.
Too. All I can say is I was influenced by my mother-in-law and youngest daughter. So this is the statue there in Boot Hill, Dodge City. This was a time ago. Well, you can see the car in the very back. I don't know that you'll see it on the screen, but it's there. White top. Was that a 50s or a 60s car? All I can see is the white top and how it curves. So I just can't make it out.
Make it out.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like it was blue, maybe black with the white top. There is the car. So this one was, and I can tell you, I don't think this is in the same space that it was. That or just through the years.
Right.
And it is, shoot. It's sort of been in your interest. I bet you just wanting to look at these. Here, we'll just do it this way. If y'all want to know what's on the back of them, not all of them have dates. So this one's one of the maps and postcards. This one you cannot see in person. You can't visit that place unless you can pass a federal background check. Yes, federal level, not state level. That is the U.S. Cavalry Museum on Fort Riley. That one's in 88. I only seen it because it's right there in the corner. So this is K-State. So KU, right? KUS. Kansas State University.
Yes,
So
KSU, which is
KSU.
us, yeah.
Sorry, it's the way they got it there in the bleachers.
Yeah.
It's kind of mind blows me. So here is the stadium. I can assure you, it's still in its footprint, but I don't think it even looks like that anymore on the inside, does it?
I don't know. I've never actually been on the inside. The best view I got from that's when I had the infection and was sitting in the coach's hospital room.
Literally. And then let me make sure I haven't overlooked anything.
One's, yeah.
Cracking Mary, let me look and let me give you dimensions, and I'll give you a ballpark figure of what box that will fit in. I've been finding more similar. Just right now, I'm on a sourcing freeze, literally. PayPal did a number this week. No, I'm not talking overspent. No, I'm talking out of all the invoices, I only had 3 that paid.
And I've only had, what, 1 or 2 reach out?
I've had only 1 reach out to me. And I've emailed everybody else as of this morning, like I said last night. And I'm still, I'm not holding my breath, and I don't mean that rudely. People have lives, and they're not always in their email. But I am going to give everyone 24 hours to either reach out or just take care of it. Let's see. This one is K-State College, the formal garden. So that would be before they create the big garden area. The hoops. If you know what chicken houses look like,
see, I ought to take some of those K-State ones and have our district manager sit down and explain what they were, because those are the time period that she was in
this
college.
is on K-State. I only know that because I've driven by it several times. The next one is the hospital. So most of these are not just Kansas, but they're
local.
They're local, except for this one. Hospital Soldiers Home, Leavenworth, Kansas. And it just shows 18.
Of course, Leavenworth's only like an hour and a half.
Leavenworth is... I'll have to ask Siri later. Leavenworth would have been established before Fort Riley by all census going from the east to the west.
Well, what I'm saying is, though, it's less than 2 hours from us.
And Fort Riley has existed before we were even a territory. So I don't see a year on this, but So this one is not local, but it is, depending on who's driving, an hour or so. All right, so this one just shows Kansas blizzard. See it all?
that was
If
the
you've
truth
ever,
this last winter.
if you've ever stayed in Kansas during snow season, yeah, I didn't call it winter. You know. So this one's is greetings from Kansas. Hey, that's crazy because check this out. Okay, that's what is on my postcards, even though I can't print any more postcards, so FYI. I need ink.
I know.
It'll happen later in the week, as long as we're still here. So this is a map. It's US 54, so this one is local to us in South Central Kansas. So US 54 is also known as 400. It's also known as Cannonball Run. I don't see that written here, but I'm telling y'all. So, like, trails and all that runs alongside most of your U.S. highways.
So the original Cannonball Run went right through Kingman.
Yes, it did. You know, I don't usually put exact location, but yeah, you're right. So, let's see. The big dot, that's the largest city in Kansas. Yeah, we're up here, right? Yeah, we're up here, which is where state capital is. But this is your largest city, is right there. And then just over there, that's where my dad's family, mother side is from. All right, now we got K-State. And then
you're gonna add one of those.
And then I'm gonna add one. Like I said, one of the corners, I don't know how I did it because I had them together, and one's completely the way I purchased it. So maybe it was done that way, and I just didn't realize it when I picked it up.
See, I've been trying to get you to get these postcards.
Dude,
these are expensive.
They're expensive postcards. All right, so this card's actually bigger than the sleeve, so I'm not gonna be able to put it in, but it will come with it. Because, check this out, and maybe I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just doing wishful thinking, but there's plastic back there, so technically, maybe I don't. Alright, I guess it's not. I just figured. So there is that, and then of course, that's for that one. And I was going to pull the doubles, but you know what? We're going to sell them individually, so. Kind of looks like my thumbnail, huh? Alright, so sorry about the glare. So, Kansas, this is definitely Flint Hills area. Now, where? Who knows? I'm sure it says it on the back. You get a rainbow. Oh, you get a rainbow. You get the windmill. You get the tree, and you get the state of Kansas. Like I said, I did have I'm just looking for the ones to be sure I don't have multiples of the same one in the same album. So some of these are going to look familiar because just like that one, the other one's in that. Here's your K-State. It almost feels like there's more. No, there isn't. All right, this is definitely on the K-State campus. Let me see. It says the field house.
Yeah, it's the one sitting right there as you're driving down the road.
I know I've seen it. I couldn't remember the building. So that one is also in the other one.
There's the aerial view of the
Here
stadium.
is the. So this is before the stadium was renamed.
What's the name on it?
And this has it as a round stadium. It don't look like that on the front.
That's the front stadium.
Look.
No, that's the front stadium that you drive by.
All right, I know this part because I'm familiar, but the roundness is not there. It's square.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Memorial Stadium as proposed. KSC, Manhattan, Kansas. I was gonna say, y'all, I'll take you up there right now, but it's gonna take 15 minutes. Lord knows, we stared at the stadium, and what game was it they were playing? Was it baseball? I think it was baseball in the other field.
Yeah, because it was spring. Yeah.
All right, so this one is the same as the other one. Okay. Yeah, not a problem. Now that I know how, if someone does, like if I'm running late with an invoice, but you know, hey, you got $20 worth of stuff. If it helps you keep your stuff straight by going ahead and sending it, just make sure you drop me an email. So, Urena, no, I'm actually not from originally. I mean, my roots are set here, both sides of my dad's family. But I was born in Texas, raised for almost 5 years there. Then Grandma came and picked us up because she actually honestly thought we wouldn't be there. She didn't come get us. Long story, another day.
And then I was born and raised in southeast Colorado. In
So
the flatlands.
yeah. So she came and got us, and her and my grandfather.
You're from Cuba, huh? That's cool.
She came to Texas to pick us up, moved us to Colorado. Now, this was in the 80s, so let's see. In 85, I was 3. So, July. No, it would have been July of 86. Because it was just before my 4th birthday. So, that's the gardens.
You're good, Lil K.
Yeah, and I get that. I've done that with certain people too, Little K. I just want to keep things straight on both sides for us, because like right now life is kind of cray because I've got adult kids that have their own lives and struggles, and so we're pulling double duty right now, but I think we're making it work. So this one, Mr. Oh. Hey, remember that it is assisted living. Homestead is assisted living.
Yeah.
We just drove by this other evening.
Yeah, Urena. The part of Colorado that I'm from is the part that John Denver didn't know what he was talking about, because there's no Rocky Mountains. It's the flat land.
Yeah. Do you remember the tiger's name?
No.
Ask your Siri. You can do it without having to pull out. So here's your KU or K-State cheerleaders and the mascot. And yes, he is a thing up here. He really is. Y'all, that hair is screaming freaking 80s.
K-State mascot name, Willie the Wildcat.
Willie the Wildcat.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. It's 1992. They definitely were still stuck with their 80s hairstyles, though. Just saying. Some of them were really pretty. And
everything up here is purple and Wildcat, Power
All right,
Cat.
so that is not by accident. I'm just going to put these back. So this one's another one, and it's the Harper High School Department of Vocational Agriculture. It says, Harper, Kansas, please send me the following materials for use in classrooms. Thank you. Vocational Ag Instructor. So that's So I only seen one, but there's two. So this one will go back in the other one. Actually, right now, it's towards the back. Okay. So that's what it says on the back. They're identical. And then here, the reason why I was asking if this isn't a real stamp is it has U.S. Postal Card 1 cent Jefferson. So, and maybe, because I am getting some, what do you call that stuff, Mr. Steph? Starts with an E. Aaron Proctor has it in, I think in his name. Euphoria.
So the very back of the book,
Alright.
your
Okay.
one card will fit in.
Now I gotta figure out where I pulled that out of. Okay, maybe it was behind something. Yeah, we're just gonna put it behind something.
Here, Rena says, "Oh, that's where I went, to that area." So she was down in the flatlands.
And there's some pretty places in Kansas. Let's see. I was showing that the wrong
This
way.
part of Kansas is
This
pretty.
is the way it's
you get
meant.
down over towards the Colorado border, it just turns brown and dry.
Yeah, I might have, in my delusion, over the course of last, considered getting closer to Colorado. But Colorado is not a good place for me. For any of those that are new to my channel, if you haven't went back and reviewed some of my older footage, hey, my name's Steph, and I've got over 3,500. Hey Siri, how many days has it been since October 14th, 2024? Nope, I just chewed that one up. I just chewed the whole decade out.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, can you tell me how many days it's been since October 14th, 2014? We're going to count my days right now. So I don't say this to brag because there's no bragging in it. There's a lot of shame with it. But so I've been sober for 10 years, 6 months, and 21 days. So it's 10 years, 6 months, and 3 weeks.
I've been sober for 9 years, 4 months, and whatever.
So Mr. Steph did not get sober until 14 months after I did. And yes, it was not easy. If you know, what is it? Proverbs 31. Yeah, there was a lot of that. So if you're catching the replay, y'all, I know this is on the higher end. I'd like to start them lower, but I have to. And who knows? I mean, I bought them to either use or to resell, and right now I need to sell some stuff, so let's see.
Well, it's almost 7.
It's almost 7. Is anyone into pigs?
Hi, Aisha.
Hey, Aisha. What about vintage Cabbage Patch? No, not the dolls. Yes, the dolls, but no, I don't have dolls to show you tonight. Selena hasn't been in here, has she?
Huh.
Okay, I didn't think so. I'm going to wait to show that because it's got a rooster and it's got sunflowers. The biggest piece I've got in there. This is Mr. Steph. You want to read the bottom of that for me?
Pygma lion?
Alright, so we got this pig. It says pig, M-A-L, lion. Pygma lion. Corey Critters. Second Nature Design 2000. So that is sticker smudging.
What are you starting?
Let me weigh him.
Do you even have your scale handy?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
gotta move. I gotta clear space on my desk so I can. I do not have dimensions or a weight on him, but he's heavy, so. I mean, he's definitely, door stopper. He'd make a good door stopper. I'm going to go to pounds because I know he's going to be in pounds. Oh, yeah. He's 4.5 pounds without packaging. So let's do an $8 start. Because he's even got a few little marks here. They're nothing that affects his ability to look like a pig, but hey.
So Urena says, that's awesome. What matters is that you guys made a decision and followed through with it. No one ever said life was easy. On the contrary, life is about decisions. Very true story.
Yeah. For sure. It's not something I run from. I'm always in front of it because the one thing with my sobriety is I try to be upfront and as honest and transparent as I can. So length, this is from the hoof that's furthest out to the furthest ear lobe. That's how I'm measuring it, and we're looking at eyeballing just under 13 inches. Okay, that's in length. Width.
Hi, Crafty.
Hey, Crafty, welcome in, girl. Y'all, if you're not connected to Crafty Witch 232, that is Andy, is her name, with an I, not a Y. You're looking at somewhere around 7.5 inches for width. For a height, it is 6.5. This is all eyeballing, y'all. Again, this is for the Second Nature Design, copyright 2000, Corey Critters, pig. Okay. And look at him. I mean, he was just sitting there, and I'm like, okay,
He's actually kind of cute.
I mean, yeah, he's actually kind of cute. So, he does have a few markings on him. I could wipe him down, but again,
someone probably used him as a doorstop.
So you'll see a couple little markings on him. I don't see any chips. He's definitely solid. So, can you give me the number for him and what?
661.
661. Okay. 661.
And Sue B's grabbing him.
Alright, and what did we start him at?
8.
That's what I thought, but I thought I better ask. You got it, Subi. Pretty much everything is start bid, y'all. Great thing about start bid is if no one else comes in, that's what you're going to get it for.
The start bid's more for the idea. If there's more than one person interested, it gives everyone a chance.
Mm-hmm. And this is for Subi, right?
Yep.
No, Subi, just make sure you are aware he weighs 4.5 pounds unpacked. But he will come packaged very well.
You're good, Subi. No big deal. I put everything pretty much in as a start bid because
No.
I figure anybody
So,
else that's interested
You're,
can jump
you're
in.
fine. So this is the way we're doing our start bids, Subi, and hopefully, I like the way we've started doing it. We just, unless it's a bite nail, I don't mind doing bite nails, but sometimes I know it needs to be a starting bid. And so we just come in, do show and tell, right? Today I'm having to write prices. So, I mean, I've already got it on here, but I didn't put it on him. And so we price it, right? And if it don't go, it's okay. I'm not going out of my way and doing any more than I would be since I haven't processed this stuff yet. Thank you, Subi. I was hoping he would find a good home. Mister, can you tell me what that is? So I know what it looks like.
And here,
Yeah, all the sources.
I know what that is.
Pew pew
Mm-hmm.
for shots.
Yeah, it's a cripper.
That's for reloading, right?
I think so.
All right, then you need to take a picture and reach out to our people in Colorado and see if they want it. All right, let's see. We are almost down to what's left in this box. Is anyone into pool balls? Hey, I can't show the 8 yet.
You're good, Subi. I'm kind of out of it the last couple days. Allergies kicking
Oh,
my
you're
hind.
fine. You're fine. We're chillax. We're chillax. So I only felt 1 8-ball. And it really yes, they bounce. I've already lost one, I think, in the book box over here. They kind of bounce. So I have the 8-ball. I have not Google Lens these yet. Let me see how many I have of each. Let's see. I'm not sure I even have all the pool balls because I have doubles. But if there's any interest, you know what? We could do a start bid for choice at $2. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I have a 14, an 11, a 1. I guess it would just be better if I see what I got. Because I think I'm going to drive myself crazy if not. Let's see. That's 11. Do we have a 12? We do have a 12. So we have 15 through 11 right now. Lord have mercy. Be breaking stuff. And that's got a condition issue. This has condition issue, not my balls. I mean, not the Billard balls. Dude, brave. You're red. Alright, so I've got 1. Hey, we got through 10 through 15 so far. Alrighty. There's 2. There's 3. So now I'm definitely missing some balls. Okay. Let's see. Alright. So I have 3 white Billard. Not white. 3 number 1 Billard balls. I think maybe you need to hold on to balls and drop it on. And it's only my first day. Sorry, y'all. I'm pulling humor where I find it. So if I get obnoxious and it's an issue, let me know in chat. Alright, so I have not cleaned these yet, so there's some discoloration here. But here is 1. Again, we're going to do the starting bid for choice $2. So there's that one. And then here's this one. So if you want to claim them, you can claim them by number. Just put the number sign. So those are one. You need to have a container to put these in so my balls don't roll off. Where? Oh, I don't have a basket here. Do you have? That works. No, the bottom's out of it.
There's one I had in there for just.
Hey, what about the basket?
It's full of stuff.
Let me see it. Cool. I've been looking for those. So. Like a bull in a china closet. But hey, I fell out my bags. I knew I had more and just couldn't figure out what I had done with them.
Sorry, Jessica, I wasn't even looking at my phone. So Jessica said Stephanie has dirty balls. And then Crack and Mary says you're playing with balls. And then Jessica apologized.
And then it's my first day. So, hey, no, don't apologize, but I accept your apology. Let's chat about something, okay? I'm missing some more balls. Give me a second. All right, so it's fun in games, and sometimes we have some really absurd Shrek humor, right, y'all? So I've got 3 balls. Some of them are blue, some of them are green. I've got a set of 2s, and they are blue balls. Can't make that up.
The other one's just colored because.
And the other
blue.
Mr. Steph. Hey, that's all like different shades.
Uh-huh.
All right, so this is the brightest one. That's 2. This one's a little darker, not as bright, right? Also 2. Now, this looks green to me, but now that Mr. Steph says, hey, it's just another shade of blue, it's got me questioning a lot.
1 and 9 are yellow. 2 and 10 are blue. 3 and 11 are red or orange or red.
So these red or
those
no?
Are red.
These are red.
Yep, those are red because 5 and 13 is your orange.
Can't tell what we used to do back in the day, right? It's been a hot minute.
It'd take me a while to get back to the level I was at.
Dude, do we have anyone to play pool with, or are they all like gone now?
They're all pretty much gone.
I think everybody's almost pretty much gone that we used to play pool with.
The guy I used to play with, and we went all over the countryside.
3s.
Gone.
I do not have any 4s, but I do have 1 5.
Someone liked purple.
Someone liked purple.
Because you're missing the 4s. No, I guess it'd be green, right?
No, because here's green. All right. I do have 2 number 7s, but one of them is likely down here with poo.
See you later,
out.
Jessica.
See you later. It's in the box, so I do have 2 7s. I'll fish the other one out later. This is number 10. Only one of them. I've seen where people craft with them, and they even make pendants and jewelry out of these. They will slice them open.
Yeah, those are cool because they're rubber.
All right, so here's 11. I only got 1 of them. 12 is only 1. 13 has some watermarks on it. Someone wanting it?
No.
Then good, because I really wanted to keep my 8 ball.
That's fine. That's usually the ball that's sought after for billiard balls.
My ball.
That one in a keep.
Number 14. Let's see. Number 14. And then 15, we've got 2 left. 15, we've got 2 left. And if someone was interested in all of them, maybe minus the 8 ball, we could probably see how many do you think we've got? 2, 4. That's too many balls, y'all. I gotta stop dropping.
Let me see the bin.
Can you
I
count
can
that
count
while?
potatoes in a box. I can count balls in a bucket.
All right, but there it is. So there's the other number 7.
17, 18.
So there's 18 total. Tell you what, someone wants to do a starting bid for all of them. How many? 18 in here. Do a starting bid for all of them of $20. I'll put that in. Otherwise,
We'll keep the 8 ball.
we'll keep the 8 ball and we'll start it at $18. So it's the only one I'm going to keep at 2. Everything else I dropped to 1. So 20, and difference between 18 and 20 is that's the balls Steph's going to send you.
So are you asking how much for poo, Kraken Mary?
Oh, I showed the poo, didn't I? And so, I don't know what's going on with his nose. He needs cleaned up. So let me toss him through the wash because I've got a net thing that he'll fit in. Let me wash him
Make sure he cleans up.
and make sure he gets cleaned up first because it's surface, but it's there. So no, it's not anything other than probably chocolate. Trust me, I've been dried. You never forget it once you've done it, you know. This is, I don't see a year. But as long as he cleans up, Croc and Mary, I'd do $4 on him. But let me put him in the wash this evening and I can message you on him. If he disintegrates in the washer, I don't want to, you know.
Yeah. It's kind of like
and
taking
his nose,
pre-orders
you
for
see
stuff.
that? It's not cut or anything. It's actually above the. It's like it's
It may be intentionally
intentional, or maybe if I had something to adjust the threads, he might just need his threads adjusted. But there's nothing missing. It just looks like, yeah. And I don't have my tools out to fix the thread without damaging him. So I would do $4 on him.
She said okay.
So I'm gonna put 4 on him, Croc and Mary. I'm gonna put your name on it.
And then we'll get him in the wash later and make sure that he doesn't fall apart.
Because I can't send him like that. And just, yeah. So what would this number be?
663.
663. And I'm just gonna assume, I mean, he ain't got no tears in him, so he should survive. Mary. Yeah, I'm putting poo just in case.
Okay. Now I put it on here as a pre-order on the sheet.
Yeah. I don't mind taking pre-orders on like the buttons and stuff because I know I can go back and get them quite literally depending on the time of day. 20 minutes. Well, it's about 25 minutes.
Yeah, because that's clean on the other side of town.
Yeah. So.
That's
and it just says wash poo 4. Check that out how I did that. Where is it? Wash poo for Cracking Mary. I didn't even mean to. All right, go ahead and set him where I can see him. So, because if we stick him in their holding box, I will
Right.
forget, and then I'll be upset when it comes to packing. Yeah, put him up there on the shelf and look at him. All right, so these.
So Pooh is your nickname, huh?
So interesting enough, it has a Goodwill sticker on it. It's $2.99. It's a Goodwill sticker. It's not where it sourced it. But it does need cleaned up, y'all. I'm looking at condition just to make sure really quick. I want to make sure there isn't anything like
It's
missing.
a Noah's Ark, right?
This is Noah's Ark. It feels acrylic. I don't see.
That.
Let's do $6. It's a pretty big piece. He will need cleaned. He definitely sat on someone's shelf. And then, even though we didn't source him there, that's the sticker on the bottom. And then, of course, I'm sure it says made in China underneath it. Let me get dimensions. We passed on the balls, right?
Yeah.
No one wanted the 8-ball. That's like the most sought after ball. Alright, so for width, so from stern to whatever that was, it port? No, that's from side to side. What's the front to back for a ship?
Be stern to aft.
Alright, so the base is 5 inches in length by 3 1/4. However, if you go with the actual boat itself, from end to end, it's actually around 6 inches. And for height, you're looking at 5 1/4. 5 1/4. This one I don't mind wiping down with, just water, whatever, some mild soap. Just the glass hand painted stuff. It really makes me nervous. Once that stuff's messed up, it's toast. So it looks like you got reindeer, at least a lion. No, you got 2 of everything. It's showing 2. Except for that guy. That's a bit, okay, that's because he's back here. So yeah, look, here's your detail. And again, it's $6. I need to put the number with him.
That's 664.
Sorry, I was thinking and looking for the tape. 664.
Yep. How close are you being done?
We just got a couple pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and do the last giveaway, which will be a piece of jewelry.
I just know supper will be done here in next 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, not a problem. So if you're catching the replay, it is S664 for $6. Hey, how many of y'all caught my?
Oh wow!
Caught my live unboxing the other night. Because if you know, I got a Las Vegas vintage souvenir, salt and pepper shakers with a tray. And it could definitely be misinterpreted for something else. Alright, let's see.
Crafty says she was there.
Yeah, I just chewed it up because I couldn't. It sounds better in my head. All right, so you're going to get, you know what? This is surgical stainless steel. It is marked that way. So you get a set of 3. Don't get me lying, but Mr. Staff could probably tell you what these knives are. Just a second.
Thin sabers.
This one's got a condition issue, so it's not something I would. Well, it's still solid in there, but it's just a cool set. If anything,
they're not sharp. At least that one's not. This one you can tell as dull as could be.
This one feels dull as well. Stainless steel. This one does have a condition issue. This one feels like it's got a crack. I'm just telling you because, you know. But if anything, okay, here's some stainless steel. Let's do it start bid of $5. Yeah. I do need to look because there's more markings. Household Japan stainless steel. So right up here. I don't know if it's going to come through all the way, but it's there. And then, of course, it's crossed here as well. Start bid, and this is for the lot, y'all. This is for the lot. I sourced them together. There's one with a serious, meaning it's not one that I would.
Most people wouldn't use these in other display knives.
I know. That one, you can see it. You can't really feel it. I mean, you can, but it's not like separated or anything. And then you got this one. So, again, for all 3, $5. All right, let's see. Oh, it's because I put that there. I'm dropping stuff, y'all. We can. I don't know the number on that.
665.
665.
Yep.
665. And that's for a set of 3, y'all. That's how marker happens. Because I'm already trying to do it all. Let's see. Appreciate y'all being here. Even if you could only come by and say hi.
That's missing the tablespoon.
Which is why I was going to sell it with one that has. So, let's put knives down there. Alright, so this is going to be what? 667, right?
Yep.
667. And it's going to be for measuring cups. Got any more? I don't. It's going to be for a set of measuring spoons. But wait, there's more. You get an incomplete set.
What are you starting at?
Let's do $3 start.
Okay.
You get 3 of these. So you get the 1/4 of a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and a teaspoon. So okay, 1/4, a half, and a teaspoon. So
it's missing the table.
It's missing the tablespoon. So you get those. And this one has your 1/8 of a teaspoon. Still on the ring. 1/4 of a teaspoon. Half. 1. It's there. This is half of a tablespoon, and this is a full tablespoon. And again, that is S667. Start for $3. Oh, I was mentioning earlier, and then I redirected a couple times. Y'all, you know the Shrek humor and everything's fun. Some of it we need to keep on this channel. I'm not calling anyone out, but it was brought to my attention that some of us, and I didn't put us in the same group without the experience to discuss it, even though we're not going to get in depth about that. About some of the things we say, while most of us here know it's fun and harmless, so to speak, a lot of us have faced some hard lives, right? And so just think before you speak when you're in other channels, right? Because especially when there's others on panels, some people, like when we read chat or our mods read chat or something, sometimes it's a trigger without even realizing. And when you're live and you're triggered, it's not easily to always recover that. So this is for both sets, even though this is an incomplete set. $667, $3. The person in question, as far as the person that was up on panel, wasn't sure what was going on. I won't ever tell you the channel because that doesn't matter. But someone on their panel is sensitive to certain words because of their life experience. So we just need to be mindful as well. I pulled it. Do you see these anywhere? Oh, they're here. Alright, these have a condition issue. Y'all, if I wouldn't have sourced these when I did, they'd have been in the trash, and maybe someone will say they should have went. But I got what I could as far as what was there. So these are Cabbage Patch dishes. So I got a larger plate. I've got 2 smaller plates. Every one of them, I think, has a condition issue of some sort. I thought I had 2 cups. Maybe I only had 1. Alright, we're going to do it as 1 cup.
Starting bid what?
Let's do $2. Alright, so this one's been repaired as best you can. So I can see it both inside and out, but there was a crack there. Over here by the handle as well. These are Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm looking for a date. I do not see a date. I'm going to tell you, that wasn't my kids' era. Hey, it
survived.
Alright, this one has a lot of fading, and it's Apple Dumplings Country Kid, so it's not Cabbage Patch. I mean, I think it's in a Cabbage Patch, kind of like Garbage Pail Kids. And then this one's got a couple little things here. They're in my wash up. I don't want to do a whole lot of scrubbing. So you got one of those plates. And then this plate, that is definitely a crack. It does not go all the way through, but it's there. So let's see. It's right here on the bottom. I don't know if I can get it to show. It's right there. Yeah, right there. It says aluminum specialty Manitoba. Whoa, I'm going to chew that word up. It's in Wisconsin and it's Chilton is the maker. So get all 4 pieces. I thought there was another cup, but it may have been worse off condition. Get all 4 of those $2. And you know what, Mr. Steph?
I'm listening.
Look at this amber hand-blown birdie. We're going to need a price and a number. Or need a number.
669.
669 is a starting bid of $14. I'm going to try my best to show this bird as best I can. There is a print under it. Let me see. Oh, made in China. Made in China. See it? And this is a $14 start on this amber hand glass or hand blown bird. Alright, so from its tail, from the edge of its tail to its belly is 5.5. 5.5 long. So, okay. No cracks, no chips, no breaks, no flea bites. The nose is intact as well. So your base, well, let's get a width. I already give you a length, so let's get a width. 2 1/4 wide, if you're looking at it front, side to side. The base itself is 1 3/4 by just short of 2.5. 2.5. Again, it is amber in color. And looks like 3 1/4. I will probably remeasure that with a different tape just to get but it's at least that. So it's a pretty significant piece, and I'd cry if I dropped it because no doubt I would break it. So and get a weight on this. So I mean, it's a paperweight, but it's also a bird. Okay. Mode. So it is measuring just under 14 ounces. So almost a pound. In grams, it is 386. 386 grams. Yes, just under 14 ounces. So there y'all go. If there's no interest, that is fine. Can you give me the number for him?
669.
669.
And then is that your last piece?
Yes.
Okay.
We got the giveaway.
Yep. So anyone that's popped in that hasn't dropped a number yet, drop a number between 1 and 125. So, yeah.
This guy's just cool, and I love the detail on the inside. Have you looked at him?
That's cool.
Yeah, he's incredible. And he came from a good place. So if he doesn't sell right away, that's okay. You can hang out.
All right.
Alright, y'all. There's more glass I can show on another day. Tomorrow is $2 Tuesday. So probably there'll be glass we show.
You're good, Robin.
Oh, you're good, Robin. You're good. I mean, he'll sit there. He'll sit there until either you buy him
or someone else gets him.
Or someone else gets him. But yeah. I'm in no hurry for him to leave. He's beautiful. So I gotta figure out a piece of jewelry first, y'all. You know, my bestie down in South Central sent all that jewelry back for me to try to sell. I put some of it in with a jewelry lot that did not sell. So I'm thinking we do some stone. I mean, some of this is probably glass. Maybe all of it's glass, but that's not the point. Something like that. What do you think?
That'll work.
Yeah.
Go with that.
Mr. Steph's like, Steph, don't pull everything
I'm
out.
hungry, and I've got pictures of supper that is almost completely done. That
is jewelry. So if y'all haven't dropped a number between 1 and 125, if you'd like to participate, go ahead. We are getting ready to go ahead and do this, and then we're going to go ahead and close out, y'all. I should put one piece. It looks like 3 E's, but it's because the line went through the C. So, jewelry. And you're going to get some of it, there looks like there's yellow citrine.
Lucy's World's back.
Hey, Lucy. Welcome back. We're getting ready to close up, but you're catching the last giveaway. So, this was handmade by my bestie. She's a single mother in South Central Kansas, and she's going through a season of her life right now as well. And so 2 months ago, it'd be 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I brought jewelry back that she's handmade. That's how she copes, is she makes jewelry. And so that numbers between 1 and 125, you don't have her down for a number, do you?
No, I do not have Lucy down. Yeah.
Between 1 and 125, and if you double someone, Mr. Stephanie,
yeah, you gave a number, Robin.
Yes, you did. I think yours was 6, Robin.
64. Kathy was 6.
Okay, Kathy was 6. At least I remember someone. 74, a good number.
Yep.
All right, Lucy's World, we've got you set for 74. Now remember, if no one comes in on my number, we go with the first number immediately above. If that number doesn't exist, then we go with the number below my number. So this one is 51. 51. I didn't wait for stop signs.
Oh, I had already put them in.
I had to read the context to that because I'm going, there's a reason. So this is likely, glass art beads, but there may be, a few technically precious stones in there. Nothing overtly serious, y'all. I did mention she was a single mom. 51.
All right, so 53 is the winner for Crack and Mary.
Crack and Mary, if you're still here. Hey, Selena. Hey, girl. I'm glad you're here. I hid something because, you know, I found a rooster, but not a big rooster. 51, and that was for Crack and Mary.
Yep.
That is our last giveaway for the evening, y'all. I don't even know what I was trying to write there. Typically, I put names on both pages, but Crack and Mary, congrats. Let me grab a bag just in case. Not sure. Hey, that works. That works. Yeah, we're semi chaos and organized. Still working on the office. Oh, for heaven's sake, come on. Here, Mr. Stephanie, there. Now that I hand it to you, it's going in easily. So, Selena, the first thing, the important thing is to let you know that you missed me trying to sell balls. And then past that.
See you later, Subi. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Subi. And I mean billiard balls. I just had to give you a... She said, what? I actually got 3 nose art pieces, so... not for today, but just mindfully to know. Alright, so... Selena, is that your type of rooster? It's only a hand tail. It's nothing spectacular. It's from Valerie's. Made in India. 100% cotton. Good night, Crack and Mary. Alright, Mr. Steph, would you stick... Wait, do we have one for Selena?
I don't.
Do we have a holding box for her?
I don't right now, but I will have one shortly.
Let me put a sticker with that. Selena, guess what arrived today? Just after I went live. A monster bag. Alright, so Selena. Today is 5/5/25. 5 times 5 does equal 25.
Crack and Mary likes roosters too.
Really? Okay. Okay. This one. This one's
sauce.
Rooster and 2 sunflowers. So this one's gonna go to Selena. So that's just an extra. Selena, you know me. Hey guys, just jump back in real quick before I go live. I know Mr. Steph's like, Steph, we need to go eat so we can go to Scooter Renee's.
I got a shower and everything.
Oh, and he's got a shower, so go ahead and go, mister. It's fine, we're closing out.
Yeah, but I want you to come eat. Because,
I'm
like
going
last
to.
night, I'm trying to make sure you get nutrition.
I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Mr. Steph, drop. I was going to say Selena, so I mean, you can drop Selena's link, but I need to redrop, unless it's been in the last 2 or 3 comments. Scooter Renee, LLC. Did you read Scooters? I just read it all the way.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
Your ranch sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I've got some content I've got to edit. That would just, yeah. I love my oh Lord. I told you my words weren't gonna form. One fry short of
Happy Meal.
Happy Meal. So y'all, we will be back here. God willing that, you know, we don't end up going to South Central Kansas during the night, but I don't anticipate anything. I gotta reach out and, you know, see if we have. But yeah. So we should be here on our channel 4 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow. Wednesday is the every other Wednesday for me, so I will be over on Don's channel. We started collabing. First it was to see if we, you know, because collabing, it's a huge deal. It's actually more than it looks like, but we did it on her channel first, right? Or did she come to our channel first?
No, we did on hers first, and then she came to ours,
and then we flipped back.
and we're just going
and
back
so
and
we're
forth.
just doing it back and forth. So if you see Wednesday's thumbnail, there will be a link in the chat for that, but that's on Wednesday. Tonight is Monday Motivation on Scooter Renee LLC's channel, and it starts in 21 minutes if I stop and just hit right, because I'm definitely distractible. I don't mean the good stuff. So, yeah.
Good night, Shirley. Thank you.
Good night, Shirley. Thanks for being here, and thank you everyone for your bids. Packages that should have went today will go out in the morning because not because Steph was irresponsible, but
Because life.
Steph chose to go, hang out with Jess during that today. So those will go out in the morning. Mr. Steph will break off from work at 9 or so, and he'll take you at UPS. So everything should scan in tomorrow. And past that, if you have an outstanding invoice with me and you have not reached out, either do please, so that I'm not sitting here spinning tires. But past that, respond to the email that I sent this morning. There was only, I think, 2 I didn't, and that's because they had already responded, or, having close to $250 still out in invoices. And yes, I've been on the phone with PayPal. Yeah, just take care of them, please, because I need to get this stuff out the door. So family comes first, and that's the way I figured. I rolled with them. Like, I've always said family first, and I will drop anything, especially for family. But this one, it was a decision, and I figured everyone would understand. So we're good. If y'all have not got invoiced and you only had one item, or say you only had $3, and your shipping was going to be $12, I still have your stuff in a holding box. Those invoices will roll out hopefully at the end of the week, whether or not it gives more than enough time for most people to catch us somewhere or something. So y'all have a good evening. I'm going to head over there to Scooter Renee's. Yeah, it's, it's a give or take, but I think most people get families first. And I mean, y'all's extra. Y'all's are chosen families. But even then, we just got to communicate. And so I didn't have time before I came live to communicate that. And hopefully I'll remember to post it. All right, I'm going now. Thank you, Lucy. The girls are incredible in the way that they've really leaned on their support systems, but with that, we're all strapped, not complaining, just explaining. So it's taken twice as long to get it done. All right, I'm gonna go because he's gonna be hollering at me. He'll bring me food. See y'all tomorrow.